Hi, everyone. I want to say hi to all the people in the chat right now. Hey, Lloyd, Night Train, choo choo. Hadley, famous FPV, Crags, Mr. Doughboy. Hey. And we got everyone here. So tonight, to help me interview, I got the one, the only Russ from Droning About Northwest. He's going to help me with all those fancy questions about drones.
Absolutely.
And I got Robert here, and I don't want to wait too long. I want to start in really fast. But do you want to say hi to everyone in the chat, Robert, really quick?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Val's life, and now my life. And I'll have to say, I'm prepared.
Oh, geez.
This is going to be amazing then.
This is going to be amazing. I can't wait. We'll see what happens.
No alcohol is involved.
So let's start with some simple things, and then we'll kind of get into the meat of everything. So, Robert, where were you born?
I was born. I was going to use the jerk, but we'll not go there. I was born in Southern Illinois, a little town called Auburn, Illinois, down by Springfield.
Okay, but you're not there any longer.
No, I live in Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin now. And I was looking at your videos, and you have some very icy videos.
Yes.
Lots of snow.
Lots of snow this year. Yeah.
So how's the winter treating you?
It's been a rough winter. I mean, I can't say it's as rough as Rogers, but we've had a lot of snow, a lot of ice. We had a lot of where it would warm up and then freeze, warm up and freeze. So I had probably about a foot of ice on our road.
Nature's beauty. Hey, so talk to me a little bit about your childhood. What were your favorite hobbies that you had?
Favorite hobbies? Well, I grew up on my grandparents' pig farm when I was small.
Oh, okay.
My real dad was in the Army, and my mom took care of us as much as she could. She turned us over to my grandmother, and my real mom and dad got a divorce, so she married another guy, and they moved us off to Las Vegas. Lived in Las Vegas until 1976.
What did you think about living in Las Vegas as a young person?
Oh, Las Vegas in the 70s, it was awesome. It was my dad would take us to Circus Circus. Then Circus Circus was more of a adult playground then than it was now. But they also had circus performers there. I remember the floor would open up where all the one-armed bandits would be, and it would have a trampoline in there, and they would do high wire act and all that, and that was our entertainment when we were kids in Las Vegas.
So really quick, hey Rubber Ducky, hey John DiNardo, Hellspawn, hey, we have Robert Stanton in the house and Droning About Northwest.
What's up, guys? So there were no sharks with laser beams attached to their heads in the pit there, Robert, at all?
No laser beams.
Yeah.
I am going to so hurt you. So hurt you. Anyway.
But I remember, this is a very vague memory from Circus Circus. You would walk up a spiral staircase, and they had an elephant in a cage in one of the spiral staircases. It was pretty cool. Hey, Roger got his internet back.
Well, we'll see if he can hear us.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Woo! Can you hear me, Roger?
I had to reboot my computer twice.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on.
So Roger was the first one in the house, but his audio is off, guys. That's the only reason. Hey, Drone Tread on Me. How you doing? We got Robert Ducky Crazy in the house. John Nature's Beauty, Rick Albert, Hadley's. We have Night Train, choo choo, and Mr. Doughboy and Q. There you are, you. Hey, James Ward, welcome. So I guess so. So you really like living in Las Vegas. Where did you go from there?
Well, we moved back to Illinois in 1976.
So Robert, can I ask how old you are?
When I lived in Vegas?
No,
when we came back.
No.
Oh, how old I am now? I'm 53.
53. Okay, so I'm just getting an idea. So you would have graduated
83.
in the 80s.
83, yeah.
83? Okay. And so where did you go after Vegas? You went back up to Illinois?
Yeah, we went back to Illinois, to Auburn, Illinois.
Okay.
My mom and dad owned a store for a while there. And then we moved from there after a couple of years to Litchfield. We moved around a lot. My dad was a buyer-seller kind of guy. He worked the flea markets. You ever seen the ShamWow guy? That was my dad. He was a con artist. He was a con. So
Was
my
he?
stepdad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we moved around a lot.
Did you? Yeah.
So did he sell snake oil and all that good stuff, or like what was he selling?
Well, he sold. I don't know if you remember the Miracle Cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to sell those. He used to sell the I lost Russ's volume.
You can't hear Russ?
Oh, okay.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay. All right.
His lips just move.
And the little handheld vacuums that were self-powered, they had the brushes in them.
Like the Dustbuster.
Yeah, Dustbuster. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, RC Crazy, Mike McReynolds. Hey, how you doing, Michael?
And then he started selling knives, and he'd go to gun shows and sharpen other people's knives. And he made pretty good money at it. He did actually make pretty good money at it. He used to go to Friendship, Indiana, where they had a big flea market, I guess. This is all while I was in the military when they started.
Wow. Yeah. I Phantom Flight 101. So you moved around with him a lot, but you went in the military. Did you go into the military right after high school?
Yeah, I actually signed up for Air Force when I was 17. I had my mom sign for me.
Wow. Yeah. So why so young?
I wanted to get out of the house.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Home
it
life wasn't that great.
Saying, you sign up, or we got somewhere for you to be?
Well, my dad wanted me to do the whole sales thing, and I did. That wasn't me.
Oh,
that wasn't me.
Okay. So he wanted you to have the entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah. And I never had it.
Okay. That made it hard. Did you still get to see your grandparents a lot?
Yeah, I did actually. They came out to Vegas a lot when we were out there.
Do they still have the pig farm?
No. My grandparents have both passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
My grandfather passed away quite young. He was 57.
Wow.
It's just because he didn't take care of himself. After they lost the farm, he kind of lost everything, any value to live, I guess you could say. He didn't take care of himself at all.
So when you say lost the farm, they just couldn't financially.
They couldn't financially uphold it anymore. Yeah.
Because I don't think people realize how very hard farming is.
Yeah, it's very hard life. It's very hard life. Back then it was
I still think it's hard. I mean, you have to get up every day.
Oh,
There's a certain time, and it's constant. Even winter, there are always things to do.
Well, you
never a break.
You have to feed the animals every day. You can't take a break. Yeah.
Yeah, and it can be really hard, especially when you're doing animals.
Right.
Especially when you hear, oh, don't eat that other white meat. the port.
Yeah.
I mean, things get really tough. And my cousin had Sammy had a pig farm in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And I thought that was just awesome. I thought that was.
Oh, we had a lot of fun out on the farm. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just knew I could never do it.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed really hard. I'm not sure if Russ is gone or he just turned into a cartoon.
I think he just turned into a cartoon.
He does that. He's such a cartoon guy. So you joined the Air Force. That's what my dad was in, the Air Force.
Oh, he was?
Yeah. And so he was a navigator. And they flew in the Cold War, they flew the Russian line back and forth.
Oh, okay.
That's what he got to do. He wanted to be a pilot, but he had to wear glasses and some stuff, so they didn't let him.
Yeah, I just went to a EAA banquet last night, and we had a guy there. He's in his 90s. He did a lot of the reconnaissance work after the Korean War, and now he can. It was all top secret then, but now he can talk about it. It was really interesting. It was really interesting how they took the old F-86s and pretty much bare-boned them and put, pretty much Polaroid cameras on them and flew them over Russia or over China.
Oh, wow.
It was really quite interesting last night.
Yeah, my dad always said, you go too far over. If you're on the Russian line, a little step over, they'll blow you out of the air because they could. It was something that they were allowed to do, or they felt they were. I just want to say hello to a few people that came in. If I'm missing anyone, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. So, Phantom 101, hey, how you doing? Legwork in the house. EBR is in the house. I think that's all the new ones. What does Russ say? Oh, look. Now it says, droning about Northwest. Cool, Russ.
Yeah, I had to I never got time to set up the thing for tonight's interview beforehand. So I have to turn off my original camera to get the other one on. Otherwise, it tries to use it in two spots. And then, there's only one of me. So, no.
So I want to talk to you about everything that's on the wall. You seem to have a lot of plaques. You have a lot of different things going on. So can you kind of walk me through, but not fast. Just don't go this. Just slowly walk me through.
Okay. Well, this first thing right here is my shadow box when I retired from the Air Force.
Did you make that?
Me and my coworker put it together.
So what's in it?
It has a lot of challenge coins that I got from generals and a lot of higher ups, VIPs, from when we did missions to go overseas. And it also has in it the planes that I worked on. I was stationed over in Lakenheath during the Libya raid in '86, so it has the airplane that I worked on. The pilots were on that mission for 12 hours, and we had to literally pull them out of the planes when they finally landed.
Oh, I bet.
Also, it has my retiring rank, flag that was flown at the base the day I retired.
And your retiring rank was?
Master Sergeant, E7.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's what my dad retired as in the Air Force. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, a lot of military in this.
There is.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing is both me and my wife were in the Lions Club locally. So it's my wife's president's plaque, my president's plaque, my secretary plaque. The one up there is my Citizen of the Year.
Sorry.
That's all right, Russ. That's my Citizen of the Year. We had a Colonel Reese that was a mentor of mine. He was an awesome commander, and he passed away, and I was the first recipient of his award for citizenship.
Wow.
The next one is a picture of an FSR-71. I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
I can. So
and that's the plane that I worked on when I came back from overseas. It's the super secret plane that I told you I couldn't talk about.
Hey, no,
What's that?
I was saying hi to Novice
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
The other ones in the back are just from NCO school. When I went to NCO school in March Air Force Base in California. Some of the other plaques are from the bases that we were at when we left. Usually when you leave a base, they'll put a party together and give you a plaque.
Yeah.
So this is the time you spent here, and yeah. I got some beer signs in here. I'm also a big Trekkie. I was at one time. Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
When I was stationed out in California, I went to several Star Trek conventions, and I got to meet Nana Visitor. She was on Deep Space Nine, and I got to meet Jonathan Frakes. He was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, he was number one. Commander Riker, I should say.
Yes. My son met William Shatner this year.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was.
Never got to meet.
Yeah. And Mike Roach, Mike Kelly, welcome to the chat. Drone landscapes, ghost findings. We are right now interviewing Robert Stanton and going through his wall collection.
And also, when we got back from overseas, my wife was still in the military. I got out for 3 years, and I worked in California with a video production, and that's how I got a lot of my wedding background and stuff like that, to do weddings and stuff like that. And also we were part of a rendering farm for you remember the show Sequest? And Babylon 5. Back then, computers weren't as powerful as they are now. They would send out production to all of these rendering farms, and we would get a scene, and we'd have to render out that scene. It was an exciting time.
Oh, Sequest! I remember watching that as a kid. You watch that stuff now, and you're just like, "Oh, these graphics!" And stuff.
Exactly. You look at it now,
then, though, it was amazing.
And the acting. Oh my God, the acting was terrible.
What are you talking about? That dolphin could win awards today.
So tell me something. One thing I'd like to know, how do you feel that the military changed your life? Because you had some choices to make. Either stay in the family and sell knives and do the entrepreneurial, or to go to the military. Two very vastly different things.
Yeah, I would have done nothing. I would have done nothing with my life if I would have stayed at home. I would have probably ended up in jail.
Do you think?
Yeah. Because I had no vision, and once I got senior year of high school, I finally realized, hey, this is going nowhere. And I told my mom, I said, I want to join the Air Force. I want to work airplanes. I just want to do something with my life. I don't want to sit in a small town.
So it's funny because a lot of times, by the time you get to your senior year, a lot of our kids don't know what they're doing.
Right.
You know, and they have no idea that they're heading nowhere unless they make a step.
Right.
In a decent direction. And I'm not saying anything against entrepreneurial, right? I think that's also a very cool thing if you can do it. It's having to be on your game 24/7. It can get a little daunting at times, but to make that decision, did you have something that just happened that made you think, wow, I'm actually going nowhere?
Yeah, it was when my dad put me up against the wall and said, because I was starting to do karate and stuff like that to try and better myself, and I was taking nunchuck classes, and my dad thought it was something against him. You know, you think you can beat me up? And he used to drink very heavily, and he put me up against the wall, and I said, "That's it. I'm out."
Right.
So I
right.
went and lived with my uncle and aunt for a year before I went in.
Okay, and then you went in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be a life-changing moment when someone looks at you and says, "You think you
Yeah,
could?"
and finally later on in life, he did apologize. He made amends. So
Did he?
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy
That
to hear
helps.
that.
yeah, we lost him in 2010. I lost both of my dads in 2010, actually.
Wow.
Both to cancer.
Oh my gosh. So is your mom still with us?
Yeah, my mom is still alive. Yeah, she lives in Gillespie, Illinois.
Okay, so that's not too far from you, is it?
It's about a 7-hour drive. It's in between Springfield and St. Louis.
A week in Idaho, we call 7-hour drive just a Sunday drive.
Exactly.
Even though you can go from one side of the state.
Not getting anywhere.
Yeah, you could go from one side. Val and I are about 7 hours away from each other.
All right.
Yeah.
We're actually both in Idaho, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that drive. I'm gonna go see my Colin. Wait, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Because I go up to Coeur d'Alene now and again. I can get
Nice.
there. So beware. Right. So you made this move. You went into the military. You go through basic training. What was that like as a young man, having been from your background that could be a little bit unstable?
It was a culture shock. It was a culture shock. It was. As far as the yelling and everything like that, it was like being at home, but but it really set me on my feet. If you know what I mean, it really set me on my feet.
Yeah.
To do something better with my life.
My dad told me during basic they put him in a trash can, put the lid on, and started hitting it.
Yeah.
That's one of the things
never
they did. We're talking about a 6'4" man.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they're allowed to do that anymore. There's a lot of stuff that they could do back then that they.
Yeah, in the 80s, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad in the 80s. They used to play a lot of mind games with us in the 80s, where they'd wake you up at 3 o'clock in the morning, banging the garbage can, the classic thing, and they'd say, even though your locker was immaculate, they'd find something, a little thing, and tear it all apart, and you have to put it all back together again. And we'd pull guard duty at night. One person would have to stay up and pull guard duty. And I had my TI came up to me and said, "I'm going to do this, and you're not going to say a thing." We had somebody that was stealing laundry, and it was the TI that was doing it. And he said, "You're going to see me do this, and you're not going to say a thing." And it was all to mess with everybody's head.
Oh.
And what did you do?
I kept my mouth shut, of course.
And here I thought it was the sock gnome stealing all my laundry, but really it's training instructors.
He would go around cutting at the end of your bed. You had a laundry bag, and he'd go around cutting laundry bags. They made it think that somebody in the whole class was doing it to see if somebody would step up. It was that classic thing. Well, if nobody's going to step up, or you're all gonna pay for it.
Oh wow. So you get out of basic training with the mind stuff, all the stuff they do to make you be
more disciplined. It disciplined you.
Yeah.
It made you do teamwork.
And let me tell you, I knew quite a few boys when I was working probation that went in and they got sent back. They didn't make it through basic training. So as much as some people think everybody goes in, they eventually get through, kind of like one of your classic movies. No, they don't. They don't all get through.
No, it's not for everybody. I gotta say that. It's not for everybody.
So you learn discipline.
Mm-hmm.
You get out and you become what to the Air Force?
I was an aircraft mechanic.
Okay, that's kind of a nice job.
Mm-hmm. And at first, well, while I was in basic, if you go in to the military on they call it an open contract, where you don't have a set job. That's one thing. If anybody out there is thinking about going in the military, do not go in on an open contract, because they will put you in whatever job is open at the time you graduate. Doesn't matter what your ASVAB scores are or whatever. And they wanted to put me as a bus driver. I said, well, you can let me go home now. Well, you can't do it. I said, let me go home now. I'm not going to be a bus driver. I said, I came in here to be an aircraft mechanic.
Were you on open? Did you say you were on open contract?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. And you almost
said,
got
we're gonna,
the life of a bus driver.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to say for some people, that'd be a great job.
Yeah. Yeah. But when I told my recruiter, I said, I want to be aircraft mechanic. And when they denied me that, I said, no, I don't want to be that. I want to be an aircraft mechanic.
So they don't always let people get away with saying what they're going to be.
No, they don't. And I told them, just let me go. And they, at that point, you could say, well, I'm done. There was a certain point in basic where you could say, this isn't for me.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Because that'd be tempting in basic.
Yeah.
I'd be very tempted. We had someone in here that said, basic is a mind game. The job is to make you or break you. And Goose Findings said, so glad I got out. I have a family and a decent job too. Yeah. It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
It just really isn't. My dad was in RTC. He did that whole thing before he went in, but he really wanted to be a pilot. He ended up getting his pilot's license, but not in the Air Force.
Oh, okay. That's one thing I wish I would have done when I was when I was first stationed overseas in England. They had an aero club, and I wish I would have went there and got my pilot's license. That was one thing I should have done. But of course, 20 years old, we were at the bar all the time. We worked hard, partied hard.
So, and tell me if I'm jumping in too early here, Val, at any point. But so, what all planes did you work on? I know you worked on the Stealth Fighter, and then did you work on the A-10? Because I saw that on one of your videos.
The last place I worked at, I worked Transit Alert, so we worked on everything that came through. So it was F-16s, A-10s, tankers, KC-135s, 130s. Anything that came in needed serviced or whatever, that's what we did.
So an AGE mechanic, an AGE mechanic is?
That is an aircraft generation equipment mechanic. And that's all of the equipment that goes to support the aircraft, like generators, locks, carts, non-powered equipment like the ladders and the stairs that we use. That's all AGE equipment. That's what we call AGE equipment, aircraft generation equipment.
Paranation, how you doing? Welcome to our chat. Okay, let me get out of where I just went in, and Roger, you want to go check the channel for me?
All is good, Val. No problem.
Okay. Okay, then I'm going to give you a mod, but I had to have Roger check it out since I'm on chat. It's harder for me to do it. So welcome, and I will pick up your channel in just a little bit. Yeah. So thank you, Hugh. So
but let me finish with Russ's question.
Yes.
When I first came in, Russ, I worked F-111Fs at Lake and Heath in Lake and Heath, England, and then I went to California not knowing what I was working on, and once I got off the airplane, the guy said, "Well, you're working the SR-71." I was like, "Oh my God!" World's fastest airplane. I was amazed.
Yeah.
Well, Lake and Heath, they retired the F-111, so I had to go from there. I went to California to SR-71. They're retiring that. I went to U-2s. They still got those. I went to U-2s and got out for 3 years. My wife went to Castle Air Force Base in California. And there I worked like I said, with the video production. And then I came back in and worked KC-135s in Milwaukee and 130s in Milwaukee.
Nice.
And then after that, I got a job at Volk Field, and that's where I was transit alert. And that's where I worked pretty much anything and everything that came in. I mean, Navy planes, Marine planes. What year was it? Was it 2009 when hurricane, I can't forget what hurricane it was, that hit the East Coast?
You're welcome, Parent Nation.
But we had all of the F-18s from one of the Navy bases come to Volk Field and land at the base. We had to take care of all those. That was pretty cool.
Did you ever have the Presidential Air Force One and stuff land in your base at all everywhere, or?
Yeah.
And that's what all I can say.
Yep.
And what kind of things was like, Ross?
No.
Hey, Carpenter Rick.
I've got to see the Air Force One, Air Force Two.
Hey, Paul.
I got to meet, I don't know if anybody really knows Chuck Yeager. First man to go hit Mach. I got to meet him.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
He just came up behind me. I didn't even know who he was at first. And he came around and he said, "Hey, how you doing today, Chief?" And I go, "Fine, sir. How are you doing?" And I turn around and it's Chuck Yeager. I'm like, "Oh my God, sir. Nice to meet you." And he goes, "No, just calm down." And then
there's just a few pictures of him at the Boeing plant that I have a couple water coolers at. Just a couple.
Yeah, I got to meet him while I worked the SR-71, and I got to meet him while I was at Lake and Heath. So I met him twice.
Nice.
Very nice. So tell me, what was your favorite place to work? Your favorite base to work at?
The last one, Volk Field, by far.
Is that because you got to work on all different?
I got to work on a lot of different airplanes. Yeah.
So it kept you interested?
Mm-hmm.
What was the scariest base you've ever worked on?
And
I mean scary because it was in just a bad place, or it was overseas in a
Incirlik, Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made that scary? Though I can imagine.
You step off base and you go, "Yep, this is third world. This is third world." You don't go anywhere without somebody. You always go in a group. Just off base, it wasn't bad. They had a lot of shops that would cater to the military there. But if you went into it like Adana or something, you didn't go by yourself. You had somebody to go with you.
Wow.
That was the only time I felt scared, is when we went to Adana, because somebody wanted to go and look at real handmade carpets.
Right.
Why? Yeah. But we had to go with him because he wanted to go. And we were at some back alley in Adana. And I'm like, we don't need to be here. We need to go back.
Eagle VP, welcome. Centroid, welcome. Magic's in the house. Yeah, I was going to say, when I was overseas in the Middle East, there were just certain places you're not supposed to be.
Yeah. It's
just not for you. It may be for other people may go, but it's not for you. So, and handmade carpets, they are beautiful. I mean, I that in the bazaars I went into, but still, I mean, how are you going to get that heavy thing home?
We had our ways. We had our ways to get things home.
Not me. I would have been on a plane trying to lug this carpet behind me.
Well, we had guys buying cedar chests over there, Hope chests.
Really?
And ship them back on the airplane, on the airplane. Yeah.
Wow.
Or we take them to the American Post Office and mail them back home.
Oh my gosh. Well, there are things you can get there that you're just not going to get anywhere else.
Right. Gold.
It can be scary depending on where you're going.
Gold jewelry was cheap.
Yeah.
It was very cheap.
Oh,
you're pretty much just paying for the gold. You're not paying for any of the artistry of it.
Yeah, I had gold bracelets when I came back, and they were checking for gold when I came back, and they stopped me, and I was like, yeah, this is just a little something, nothing much, a little something. I mean, I didn't have my whole armful, right? Just a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can be kind of a little scary. So what made you decide to go ahead and leave the Air Force?
The first time it was when I first left the active duty, and then I joined the Guard 3 years later. They were offering us certain amount of money because it was at that time we were down. The Air Force was downsizing,
Right.
And said, "Well, let's take the chance and go." And then my wife got stationed in California, and we both got out in California. Well, she got out in California. I got out while we were overseas. So. And that was just, they gave us an opportunity, and then we decided to come back to where she's from in Wisconsin. And her dad worked at Volk Field here, and we got jobs at Volk, started working here.
So you weren't part of the Air Force then, right? Were you?
Yeah, I was when we came back to Wisconsin. I started off as reserve in Milwaukee.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then I found a job here at Volk Field.
Nice.
As a guardman. And then I finally found a full-time job here as a HER, active guard reserve.
So did you get to retire with full benefits? Were you in long enough?
Yeah.
They
I had 27.
Benefits.
Yeah, I had 27 years in, 20 years, 6 months active.
Carpenter Rick, welcome to the chat. Momo, hey, glad to see you, darling. So let me ask you then, I talked to Lloyd Mendenhall about Veterans Affairs.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had much dealings with them?
Me?
Been back, or is it pretty much?
No, I have no problem with the VA. The VA here is really good.
Is it really good?
Yeah, they've had they made the VA here made national news about the whole opioid prescribing for PSTD.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing, but they've come back from that, and it's a very good VA system.
I'm glad to hear that, because not all VAs are as responsive.
Well, what I don't like is if you're not close to a VA, you have to travel so far to get to a VA. What I'd like to see is them give us a voucher to be able to go to the local hospital and say, my regular doctor is now my VA doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
kind
know,
of like Medicare type,
yeah.
The way that stuff is filed and everything.
And when you retire, you get medical, but it's like Medicare.
Yeah.
But if you have service connected disability, then that's handled through the VA.
Yeah.
So you
get TRICARE, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, TRICARE. Yeah. And TRICARE is pretty much Medicare.
Yeah.
Medicare, Medicaid, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, Cooking with a Little Spice, nice to see ya. Yeah, so I gotta wonder, because I know I just have a problem with the VA and what I think could be an easier way to do things, but it takes money to get all this stuff changed, and they're just not willing to do what it takes right now.
Right.
You have a good one. I'm happy to hear that. I think all our guys should have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But
mine's close. Mine's only like 20 miles away.
Wow. Yeah, see, we have one right here where I am. We have a VA hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, anyone in Boise, it's going to be 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I just not,
You're in Boise?
Yeah.
I was at Mountain Home.
You were when?
84, 85.
I got into Boise about 86.
That's where I went to F-111 tech school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Used to ski up at Soldier Mountain all the time.
yeah. Oh,
Yep.
nice. Really nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it up there.
Yeah, it's kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
Kind of beautiful. I know that we had a good snow season this year.
Yeah, so did we.
I don't ski, but I know a lot of people do. We're heading up the mountain.
Yeah, Soldier Mountain's where I learned to ski.
Yeah, they tried to close down Mountain Home a couple times. They talked about closing it. People went absolutely nuts.
Well, that was probably the mainstay of economy there, wasn't it?
Without it, there's really, I'm going to say my belief is if they pull out, the businesses will
it'll dry up there.
people with them.
Yeah, it'll definitely dry up.
Because it's kind of in the middle of the desert. It's about 43 minutes drive outside of Boise to get to Mountain Home. But it's really one of those things where the military really does do a lot of support of the town as far as people buying stuff.
Right.
So, yeah. Robert, do you want to put something in the chat so that people can?
Oh, yeah.
And
I've been posting his channel here and there for you, Val.
And that's what you think of it. Thanks, Russ.
No problem.
I'm like Mark with the chat. I can't watch two things at the same time.
Right.
And Mark's probably in there cursing me.
Yeah, Mark's like, come on. Yeah. So I guess let's talk a little bit about your channel.
Yeah.
Because you're retired now, correct? Or are
Right.
you? Yeah.
I'm a limited term employee for the state.
What does that mean?
They only give me 1,039 hours. Sorry.
To be able to work?
Yeah.
You're only allowed to work that much?
Yeah. And I'm the audio visual equipment manager for the conference rooms on base. We have our base is a big training base. And I take care of all the conference rooms and the equipment. So
I have a question then. Could you just randomly make every TV on the base start playing like Baby Shark or something like that?
Actually, yes, I could. Yes, I could.
You might be in a little trouble, but it would be kind of funny.
Alexa, play Baby Shark. I might get a copyright strike.
Here's Baby Shark.
Nope.
On Amazon
Alexa,
Music.
stop.
No.
I made Val go.
Yeah.
Alexa, no. Stop.
That's all we need is get a copyright strike on this.
Yeah. Hold on. I don't have an Alexa, but I can yell at my dog. No.
No. I watched it one day with my little girl that watched she has autism. We were doing the Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about all I do as far as Baby Shark. I got to get those little kids out of my mind. Run away. I'm just like, no, stop.
Me and my wife were going to work one day and they were talking about Baby Shark on one of the radio shows, and they started playing it and I'm singing along with it. My wife's like, how the hell do you know that song? I said, because you hear it all the time. You hear it every day.
Yeah. I have a 15-month-old, and it is every single day that kid is wanting to hear that. So not only do I know Baby Shark, I know Baby T-Rex, Cousin Shark, Baby Shark, EDM remix Baby Shark.
Yeah, the remix. Gotta get into that.
Oh yeah.
And my buddy, his grandkids would come over, and he has an Echo too. And they'd say to the Echo, play Baby Shark all day. He finally unplugged all of his Echoes. He's like, no more.
Mine, I just turned it where it has a red light around it. Like, turn me back on.
Yeah.
No.
But kids these days, they know how to turn that back on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, very sweet, Lloyd. Thank you very much. You still need a nap? Then get one, Lloyd. Because you were up all night last night, right? Hey, Grillerman, how you doing? Crankbait Crisis, how you doing? So
Lloyd was in rare form this morning, by the way.
Oh gosh, he's always in rare form. That's Lloyd. Hey, Flying with Stan. So Oh, Mama knows a lot of the songs from Moana and Coco. Every dog I meet is named Coco right now. I don't know what's going on with that name. So, Robert, I'm going to ask you, let's go and talk a little bit about your channel.
Okay.
So, you first started channel 9 years ago. You want to tell us what prompted you to start a YouTube? Because that was, I mean, everybody's kind of doing it right now, but
Right.
9 years ago, that was what, 2008, 2009?
2009 when I started, yeah.
Okay, what made you decide to do that? Hey, little dumpling.
Well, I like to stay on top of technology as much as I can. Well, with my job now, it really helps. Back then, I put it out. I started a YouTube channel because I was doing a lot of ATVing, and I had a GoPro, and I don't know if you've seen some of my earlier stuff or not. I did a lot of ATV videos.
Isn't it amazing how much the GoPro technology has changed from back when you first went? Because on like your first video on your ATV, it's like just
it's like yeah. And I'm trying to mess with things, trying to get it to stabilize, and there's no stabilizing it on an ATV.
No.
And now you put that on there, the Hero 7 Black.
Yep.
And you don't even know the ATV's running.
I know. I have the same one here, right there.
Yeah. And then I've got the Osmo Pocket too. So.
What is mine? Mine's a Hero GoPro 5. Mine's
the 5 is so good.
Yeah, 5 is awesome. 5 is when they really started to get the stabilization better.
But I want the 7. You want to trade me, Brass?
Yeah, I'll trade you. I got this fantastic little GoPro here. That
I've got one of those.
I love it. I love the.
Was it Everyday Dad? Everyday Dad had put a video out, the $40 4K camera.
Yeah.
I said, well, I have to get this to try it out. Oh, it's the crappiest camera I ever bought.
Oh, this one's not even that. This one says that it's 1080p. Says that it's 1080p right here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. Right there, 1080p. But it will only record at 15 frames a second in 1080p.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is definitely old school.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like it's like worse than my dance moves. It's like
Nice. Yeah, Mo says she has a 3 and a 5. So I got to tell you, I had the Hero 1 my dad had sent me because I said I just want a cheap one to take when I go on cruises, so when I snorkel and go out underwater. And so I went, but I lent it to my scuba diving, and I should have had it because I had a great time. And then the next time I brought a GoPro 5, and then I didn't have the right SD card for it. So I just can't win for losing. But someone tells me their little camera is just as good as the GoPro. I always doubt that because the GoPro may be running into some financial things and has some stuff going on. But they're a darn good camera.
Yeah, they're a very good camera.
So, see, if it's made in China, you can basically have whatever resolution they say it is.
Yeah.
That's like work.
I think you're about right there, like work, because this 1080p one, I mean, you take a picture and whatever you're taking a picture of looks amazing, and then it comes out looking like Minecraft, and you're like, how did this turn out like that?
Oh, hey, Arco, I watched your fishing video this morning. That was pretty good.
Hey,
Is that the Osmo Pocket that you got there?
Yeah, I got this. I love this thing. This thing is awesome.
So
it's nice to be able to put it in your lapel and just walk around and take video.
I got to tell you, and drone flyers, please feel free to correct me because I know you will if I'm wrong. But it seems that drone flyers and people who do stuff like this, we love our technology. We just did.
My wife says I have to get every gadget that's ever available.
Yeah, when I could go and get my iPad, I was going to go get one. I had a mini at me, and I just had to have the 12-inch one, the biggest one made at the time, with the pins. So I could. I wanted everything. What I do, it's just my way. You know, my watch is. You have to have the Series 4. I mean, I got to stop now
Oh,
because
you got an Apple Watch?
I do.
I like my Gear 3.
What is that?
It's the Samsung Gear 3.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my friend has that one.
That is nice.
It is, and I like the fact that you can change like the faceplate, the actual watch faceplate, completely to whatever you want, and it just looks realistic. Like it's really good resolution.
Whatever I want.
Yeah, I actually, Russ, I had the Rolex one on there, and somebody goes, "Oh, you have a Rolex?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah, look at that Rolex there." Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Someone told me they wanted Rolex. I had no idea. Those things are $4,000,
$1,000. Yeah.
thousands of dollars for a watch.
Here's my watch right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my watch because now I can call people with it and stuff. If I forgot my phone, which I'm known to do every once in a while, I leave it at home, you know. So now I looked at your channel, was whipping through them, and I gotta say I was surprised because you had a drag racing one in there, and then you had a few of the helicopters.
Yeah, that was on base. Yeah.
Oh, that was on base. Was there any secret helicopters?
No.
Oh.
No black helicopters.
I was gonna be
Nothing to see here, folks. Move along. Nothing to see.
I'm pretty sure if there were, he may not be allowed to put them on YouTube. Yeah.
And so then you got into your drone flying. It looked like it was just a couple years ago that you got into it.
Yeah, 2016 is when I got my Phantom 3. I had a cheapy, was it a Seiko? I can't even remember what the name of it was. But it was no GPS. You couldn't take it off without it crashing. You'd have to stay on the stick the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a learner drone. And if you got good at that, you're a damn good flyer.
So, oh, okay. That's just something someone sent me.
SEMA, yeah, SEMA.
Yeah, SEMA.
Thanks, Ian.
Yeah. Those are pretty darn popular, the SEMA.
So C8 or
a lot of
something
people started with those, and that's where I was going to go really quick on here. See if I can find it. So then you started doing a lot more, but your videos, when you started out, you started posting them, look darn good.
Oh, thank you, Val.
And were those starting with the
Phantom 3.
The Phantom 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Standard.
Okay, we need to talk about your name choice for your channel.
Yeah.
I am looking at 1 million Robert Stantons here.
Yeah, I talked to Andrew this morning. He gave me some advice because I've got. Let me see if I can share this or not. Because I want to change my channel name. See if I can find it.
Furball is already taken.
Well, I'm since I live in Juneau County, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I was thinking Juneau County Droner. Is that what you think? Juneau County.
Yeah,
Droner?
yeah. I mean, you might be able to get Furball if you fight Kim for it, but you're gonna have to agree to fight him.
I don't know if I want to fight, but
I did see that there's one. No, I didn't get to watch this one, but you played Black Ops 2 multiplayer on a live stream, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch that.
That was an experiment. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to play all those games a lot.
So there are no Juneau County droners.
No.
So if you were to take that, I'd be able to get hold of you easier. In why?
Yeah, since I've started listening to you guys, especially on the Canadian Drone Hub, I've really been thinking about redoing my channel a lot more. I mean, you guys have inspired me a lot.
So what are you thinking?
What am I thinking?
Yeah,
well,
but-
I'm not really thinking about making money at it. You know, that's too much work. That's just too much work.
So what changes do you think you would want to make?
Well, I want to make a better banner, something more pleasing.
I think you should make a video about cranberries.
I have.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
I know.
You made a lot of videos about cranberries.
A friend of mine has cranberry bogs, and she asked me, said, "Hey, can you come out and do some video?" I'm like, "Hell yeah! Anywhere to open. It's wide open space, and I can do anything I want to." And
Okay.
yeah, and
it's really cool.
Yeah.
I've never watched how they farm those or anything, and it was really cool to see. They kind of just like transfer the cranberries into the machine and then transfer the water into the next bog, and then they go pump that next one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a process, and I missed the chance this year to go out during wintertime when they sand the beds. They put more sand on the beds, so the vines have more anchoring. They can anchor better in the springtime.
So are they a plant that you replant every year, or do they just come back up?
They come back up.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to this. So you started vlogging 9 years ago, or putting things up on it, right? But you don't post a lot, Robert.
No, I don't. I don't post a lot. Well, this winter I haven't posted really that much. I did one live stream a couple of days ago, but it was just too damn cold this winter to even go out and fly.
Yeah, because I went, and I always go in and I look at the oldest videos first. I liked your deer one. That was very nice.
My what one?
The deer.
Oh, yeah.
The twin fawns. That's really cute. And let's see. Yeah. And Wisconsin time lapse. But I will say that I like your drone videos the best.
Well, I am doing some stuff for the base. They want me to film some stuff out at the base, so I'm trying to get I'm trying to get authorization to fly out on base.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get my 107. That'll make it easier. I've already got authorization from the base to be able to do it.
Robert, can you put something else in the chat again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do have authorization to fly?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But being it's a Class D airspace, I have to get authorization from the FAA.
Even if it's a military base?
Yeah. Yeah. Because DJI has a workaround that it'll ask you on the screen while you're trying to fly. It'll say, "Do you have authorization to fly here? Are you capable of flying here?" And then it'll ask you to put your phone number in, and then they send you a code back, and you put that into your controller, and it's supposed to unlock. But being where I'm at, it's a Class D airspace. It won't unlock.
Oh.
Because DJI software, you pull those sticks in a no-fly zone, it's not going anywhere. It won't. The props won't even turn.
Really?
Yeah.
So
if anybody out there knows a workaround, unless other go into Addy mode, Alexa, stop.
I couldn't find any enabled video skills that can do that.
Alexa,
Go to the
stop.
Alexa app to manage your video skills and devices.
Thank you, Alexa.
you're welcome.
Yeah. And I've tried flying my Spark out there. I can't seem to get it to stay in Addy mode to where I could get it to fly, but yeah, it keeps going back to the GPS.
Oh, okay. So what are you going to fly when you fly the base?
Probably my Spark.
Okay.
I
And
mean,
why that over like a Phantom?
less of a profile.
Okay.
I won't have people going, "Oh, look, a drone." Yeah, calling into airfield management. There's a drone on base, and then
The drone flew close to the
yeah.
plane.
The next thing I know, Rob's on the 6 o'clock news. Float Field was shut down today.
And every airport known to man is down.
But where I'm at, where we live, we're within 5 miles of the base. So every time I go to fly, I have to call the base and let them know that I'm flying at home.
Oh, wow.
Because we have a lot of military aircraft that use the airspace here. So I have to call and say, "Hey, is anybody in the airspace?" And they ask, "Well, how high are you going to fly and where are you going to be?" And I have to give them my GPS coordinates. And they have all that there already. I know the air traffic controller by first name every time I go to fly. I call him up, "Hey, Rob, we know you're going to fly."
Nice. So tell me, what is your plan for getting the 107?
I've got that drone 101.
So you do have that.
Yeah.
You got the discount, yeah.
Yeah, I got it through Joe Heron or Ken Heron. Sorry.
Yeah.
Joe Heron was a friend of mine in high school, and I just keep going back to that. But yeah, I got it through Ken Heron. He's very informative. He's very. It's kind of like military instruction. If something's on the test, he kind of taps on the table and goes, "Hey, this might be on the test. This might be on the test."
Good old Jason Shepard.
Yeah, Jason Shepard. He's a hell of an instructor. He's very good.
He is.
Yeah. And
so you have Remote Pilot 101.
Yeah.
And you're retired, but not all the way.
Yeah, I'm part-time.
So,
but now they want me to go full. They want me to do some public affairs stuff for the base. So they want me to go full-time because of my editing background and photography background.
So when do you think you're going to have your 101?
I'm hoping by summertime.
Okay. Let's see. I kind of feel guilty. As an old private pilot, I spent 5 hours and $0 on studying for the 101.
I mean, I probably could have done the studying myself, but because I know about NOTAMs and airspace and a lot of that stuff. I already know because being out on the airfield, you have to know about this stuff, your clearances and how high you can fly and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to get more of the in-depth of the civilian side because I know more of the military side than I know civilian side.
Hey, Metrodones, how you doing? We are interviewing tonight Robert Stanton, and he's talking right now getting into his drone history, right? Russ?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to show you the space he has. Oh, God, Valerie said what? Look at his face. He doesn't know what I said. Can you hear me, Russ?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you not hear me? Are you guys not able to hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying, do you have any questions? And you just kind of look.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part. I'm very sorry. No. I will apologize. I did. My daughter's friend came back over. She spent the night last night over here, and she left a few. They always leave a few things over here. So she brought. She had to come back and grab a couple of her stuff, and I had to help her find it because who knows where they. I mean, it was toys, but of course they won't play with it in their room. It was somewhere else.
Right. Right.
But yeah. So, and I don't know how much of it you covered on his channel, Val. But I did. I was going to ask, what is your drone that you are? Is it still the Phantom 3 that you fly with now, or do you have another one?
I have a Spark.
You have a Spark? Okay. All right. I probably missed that one.
Yes, you did.
So
And
how long
I'm-
have you been flying the Spark, and how much do you like it better than your Phantom 3, or is it just different?
It's different, but I like it a whole lot more because it's like I told Val, if I do get to fly on base, it'll be less of a profile
Yeah.
on base than it would with the Phantom 3. Like I told her, I said, people see that on the big Phantom 3 on base, they're gonna, oh, look at the drone, and then Rob's on the 6 o'clock news. Yeah.
So do you feel that the video quality is better with the Spark?
Oh, definitely on the Phantom 3, it's better because you can do 2K on Phantom 3. And the Spark, you can upscale the Spark
What do you mean?
from 1080 to 4K.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, you just have to get into some stuff.
Yeah,
Because when I see the Phantom 3s,
I think
well,
it's After Effects you can use,
uh,
isn't it, Russ? You can use
Yeah.
After Effects to get 4K,
Yep.
1080p.
because I think I really do think that the Phantom 3 puts out beautiful images. I mean, beautiful.
Yeah, it does.
Spark seems to be not quite that.
Hmm.
So tell me where I'm wrong, because I'm open to being wrong.
You're talking photos or video?
I'm talking video.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think the size of the sensor has a big deal in the color contrast
yeah,
without being edited.
and the Phantom 3 is better. Is a lot better than the Spark. But I just like the ease of use of my Spark.
Okay. Okay.
I like that you can put it in cinematic mode and it just goes slow. It's not in sport mode all the time.
Well, you can almost just put it in your pocket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can fly it with my phone and not have the controller and all that. Too.
Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of people are going just to the smaller. Yeah. The adventures are saying that the range is crazy. Yeah. Because I think when you move to a Spark, there has to be a reason. DJI, they make all those products, right?
Right.
So if you could have any drone you wanted, any drone, what would it be?
Inspire 2.
The Inspire 2? Paul has that, I think.
Yeah.
Does Paul have the Inspire 2?
I think he got rid of the Inspire 1s that he has. I don't think he has an Inspire 2.
Paul has the Mavic 2
Zoom
Enterprise, Zoom, and the Duo.
Yeah.
He has a Duo too.
as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
And why,
he's got Teeny too.
why would it be that particular drone?
Just for the cinematography of it. And if I had unlimited funds, I would love to get a FLIR camera for it. Because I've been called, I did get called a few months back about finding somebody's dog. And I said, with my Spark, and they had been gone 3 days. So with just my Spark, I wouldn't have been able to see anything. And they're out it's out in the woods.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And the lady was crying on the phone and I felt so bad. But I said, there's just no way. There's no way.
But if you had infrared, you could do it. Yeah.
I'm sure if I had infrared, I could have probably found them. But
Yeah,
they did end up finding the dogs, and they were 20 miles away.
Oh my God.
So three days, I wouldn't have been able to see them.
Oh, wow. They were just taking a short break. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Homeward Bound.
Yeah.
I know, right? But
There's
going
a
back.
couple of German Shepherds.
Oh.
So you have a friend named Ed who flies the Typhoon, and that's a unique brand.
Yeah, Ed Robertson. He's a character. He's a RC pilot, and he's also a drone pilot too. And
Oh, wow.
he's starting to fly helicopters. So
Really?
yeah, he's got a Typhoon. He's also got a Mavic Pro. He's been flying the Mavic Pro more.
I want the Mavic Pro.
I thought about getting a Mavic Pro, but they're so damn noisy.
I like the Phantom too. The Phantom seems to be where I'm kind of thinking.
And Russ, was it you that did the video on the noise canceling or the suppression?
Yeah.
And you could tell even on the video.
Oh yeah.
Took it down, what, 10 decibel?
No, it went down like 3.5 to 4.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's like 3.8 is a 50% reduction in sound because decibel is an exponential curve, not a straight line.
Not a straight line. Yeah.
But yeah, in using them for a few days now and stuff, I don't get, the only thing that I had against them was I had that motor current error when I was in sport mode and I would stop right away. Yeah. But I never really noticed a problem in flight. Like, you never notice it like quiver or anything like that other than, just this regular, like that. So I never really noticed any difference there. I will say every now and then it seems like it takes a little bit longer to get started when I'm moving. But as far as like how it handles and everything, they work really well. I mean, my biggest knock on them, I guess, if people want to see how much I like them, my biggest knock is my drone with the 4 props still attached to it does not fit in this case anymore because they kind of flare out a little bit. And so they, in the spot right here where the props kind of come into this side, they kind of flare a little bit. And so they would fit against this. So it doesn't close all the way. So I have to take 2 of them off is all. But yeah, and they don't make those for the Spark yet though, Robert. So no. But they will. I mean, when I was talking to the guy who's the representative and stuff, he was saying that that's kind of their next drone that they're looking at doing them for. So
cool.
So does your wife fly?
No, she doesn't. No.
And why is that?
I don't know. She just never really got into it.
I'm giving you a hard time. Right?
I know.
You hide your drones. I'm not going to share.
Yeah. Don't touch my toys. That's my toy.
Oh my gosh.
But we've been married 33 years now.
You've been married 33 years?
Yeah. Thanks.
So what is the secret to your marriage besides being on separate bases at times?
Stubbornness.
Is it stubbornness?
No. You get to a point in your relationship where you try and outlast each other. No, it's honesty and trust.
Wow.
Because she's been deployed, I've been deployed, we've been separated. And it's a trust.
Right. But she's with you now though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not off.
Yeah, we're both retired Air Force.
Nice. Very nice.
So did you guys meet in the military?
Yeah, we met over in England.
That question. Okay.
Yeah, we met over in England.
Nice.
We were drinking buddies at first, and then we became boyfriend, girlfriend.
Nice.
Drinking buddies. It's kind of romantic. Not really.
Well, she was going out with a friend of mine.
Oh, okay. You're drinking buddies. Yeah, that's right.
Are you still friends?
With my wife?
No, with the friend that she was dating.
No, we've lost contact with them. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh my God.
Well, I got her locked up in the closet back in the back.
Yeah,
there you go. Hey.
That's a good way to make it last. Lock her up.
I have to look over my shoulder so I don't get to see it, so I can see the bat coming.
You're right. Make sure you guys open for that. Oh my God. Hey, Jeanette Pickering, welcome. Yeah, I was gonna say, so do you only fly when the mood hits you? I'm seeing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And so you're not filling up, and you know what? It's easy to watch your channel because of that.
Oh, thank you.
Right? Because it's not,
it's not the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah.
Yeah, you really do have a very varied content.
Yeah.
And you're a great flyer.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I think that
I like to say I'm a cautious flyer. I'm a very cautious flyer. if I can't see my drone, I get nervous. I do.
Yeah. So you believe in line of sight?
I definitely believe in line of sight. Yeah.
You know, some people, we're supposed to do line of sight, and they'll send their drones out quite a ways, and they'll send it out even a mile, and I'm like, I'd never see it. With my eyes, I would not see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't let it go that far because I can't see it. I'd have to have binoculars on. I mean, I'm just like, oh my gosh. But you've done quite a bit of flying. When did you first get a drone?
2016.
Right, because I asked you that, didn't I? Because I was going to say, I'm looking at your pictures, and that's what it looks like. It looks like about 2 years ago. And then you did the cranberry fills. But you must have flown quite a bit before you put your first video up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A lot of the footage that I took was around the house at the first. And I didn't publish a lot of that because it was the same thing over and over again. I just never, and I've flown over. I did some houses for some people. I flew over houses to get pictures of the houses from the air.
Yeah.
There's her mom and dad's house I flew over and got pictures of, and her sister's place I took pictures of.
So what was, I know you probably, oh, sorry, Val. I know you probably didn't crash with the Phantom 3 or Spark too much, but what was your worst crash with the SEMA? Because that was kind of your beginner's beater drone that you probably, it didn't survive every flight.
No, it didn't. No. The SEMA, I think it was about a month after I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I knocked the camera off. I got it to where I could get it to finally stable. I could get it to stabilize, and it just, for some reason, it just went and hit the side of the garage and knocked the camera off.
Cool.
And I was like, "Oh, that's enough of that." There goes $100 down the drain.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the wife came out wondering what was happening.
What the hell's going on out here? Yeah.
Bye, Lloyd. Have a good nap. So. Yeah, so I'm looking, when you did the cranberry fills, you did quite a few of those. 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I did quite a bit. I was trying to catch the progression from the first of the season, because everybody thinks that just they only harvest at that one time a year. And actually, they work those beds year round. They're constantly maintaining those beds. And they're not flooded year round. They're only flooded when they harvest.
Really?
Yeah.
That I didn't know.
Yeah.
I must have missed.
The only reason they flood the beds is because the berries have an air pocket in them. So when they flood the beds, the vines are underneath, and they have that beater. I don't know if you've seen the video where he beats the berries.
Thank you, Lloyd.
Is that on number 3, I think, or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
All the berries float to the top, and then what they call corral the berries. They have the floats that they use for oil spills.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
To help corral those berries down to one end, and they suck all those berries up into trucks.
Nice.
Take them. Yeah, that's the only time they're flooded.
So they're just then sitting on the ground?
Yeah, they're just sitting on the ground. They're just regular vines, regular plants.
Wow, I would have never known that. All the cranberry commercials I've seen, they're always standing in a whole slew of cranberries in the water. I don't know why I thought it was kind of like, okay. So I was totally wrong in that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I had a lot of people say that, well, we didn't know that's when I put that short trailer out of how the progression.
Right.
Cranberries. A lot of people said, well, I didn't know that they didn't have those full the whole year round.
No, because even when I look on these and I've seen your cranberries, it's just always, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't taken any video of them empty. I've got video of them frozen. I don't know if I put any of that out.
I don't see it, but I'd like to see the ones when they're just on the ground, see what that looks like.
Yeah, you got to go fly that.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that you've given us all this, I have to see the beginning.
Yeah. If you look at the one where he's beating the berries,
Yeah.
off in the distance you'll see a reservoir, and that's where they keep the water at year round until they're ready to flood.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
They have an actual reservoir off to the side.
And so
that's
this is your
prime
friend.
fishing. Prime fishing around here is cranberry bogs.
Really?
Yeah, the reservoirs. The reservoirs.
Oh, the reservoir. Okay.
Yeah.
Say, now do you fish with cranberries?
No, they don't. Fish don't eat the cranberries very much. No, but the deer love cranberries.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
One of
you
our
have
places
quite
have
a bit of
fences.
deer, don't you?
What's that?
You have quite a bit of deer.
Yeah. And bears.
Yeah. And bear?
Yeah.
What kind of bear?
Black bears.
The little ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're little until they stand up.
Yeah.
Then you're scared.
I've had a sow and 3 cubs at our bird feeder in the back.
Oh, geez.
I don't know if I've got that on my YouTube channel or not. Might be
I'm
on
not seeing it. I didn't see it.
probably on my Facebook, Val.
Okay. Okay. Because I went up to Skyline Drive, I think, by the Shenandoah, and I was up there. And this guy kept running after these bears when he'd see him in his car. He stopped and he'd go running, bar, bar, pointing at the bears over the hills. Then come running back. One time came running back really fast, jumped into his car because the bear was coming after him. He was going, bar, bar, right to his car. One of them just went up a tree, and it looked like a pretty innocuous little cuddly bear. But its claws, when I saw them, they were like this long.
Yeah.
On the little black bear.
Mm.
And I thought,
bears' claws are actually pretty long, especially the cubs because they climb trees.
Yeah, they look kind of dangerous.
Yeah, you do not want to get between a cub and its mom. Ew. If they're together and away from you, that's fine. But you get in between them, you might as well kiss your butt goodbye.
Yeah, because it really did look kind of dangerous. So do you do much traveling now?
Not so much anymore. Not so much. We travel around the state.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, next month we're going to Vegas for a weekend.
Are you going to Circus?
We're actually going to the Stratosphere.
Oh, I haven't been to that one.
Yeah.
Usually when I go, I'd stay where it's kind of inexpensive. That thing that looks like a castle. That's
We're going to stay at the Luxor.
Is the Luxor is the pyramid, right?
Yeah. But that was a little too spendy.
Yeah, I think the castle one it's not. I forgot what it's called. It looks like a castle. And last time I went, it was like $19 a night, and I thought, wow, we're saving so much money. By the time I paid for this parking daily, and I paid all the taxes, we were up to $85, $90 a night.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So, you can stay off the strip and then have a kitchen and things for that. But I do like staying on the strip for some reason.
Yeah.
So, but I can't remember the name. So I'm getting old.
And I haven't been back to Vegas since I was a kid, since we left Vegas.
You haven't?
No.
So it's probably going to be a little bit different for you, huh?
Oh yeah. Where I lived is no longer there. That's all, because we lived on the outskirts of North Las Vegas.
Oh.
Out our back door was all desert.
Yeah, I don't think it's
My dad worked for MGM, so.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, MGM's still there.
Carpet layer. He worked for the union.
So is it the Excalibur, Val?
Yeah,
the Excalibur.
I'm going to admit something. Google did help me a slight bit here.
Yeah.
I've never been to Vegas. Never been. Well, I've been to the airport for a 45-minute layover, but I've never been to Vegas.
Oh my God. Oh God, I love this. Okay, first of all, Legwork Coach. If you stay in a castle-shaped hotel, you're guaranteed a good night's sleep, right? And
I love his little.
No, it's when he said, "Don't stand between a mother and her cubs." I said, "Or Roger and his pizza." And I say their pizza. I bet there'd be a throwdown, knockdown with the pizza. Yeah, Roger, don't act like you're ignoring us, because I know you heard us. I know. He's just sitting there calmly, and I will present him so you all can see him.
Hey,
Hi, Roger.
I gotta say one thing, Roger.
Yeah.
Good on you, man. What you've done with this whole community is awesome. I came in here probably about a month ago, and you guys accepted me with open arms, and I am very appreciative. And you guys have given me ideas. Just thank you for what you've done.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad to be to help out people, and Kim and I and Val and everybody in the community likes helping out all the people. So it's not only to me, it's all the community in here also.
Yeah, and Roger, I think Roger had a sixth sense about this anyway, but Robert, from the moment you came in, you just fit so well, and it was so much fun. So,
well, I did set the word of the day. I did set the word of the day.
Now, I'm going to say that's the only part I have a problem with. You were golden, but not now. Not now. I just remembered.
And I did get the Roger Palooza.
Yeah.
We had it. That was a fun night when we were all talking about Roger Palooza. That was awesome.
That was a fun night. That was
what is the word of the day? Paul's not here to remind me of what exactly it is. I can't remember, Robert.
Extortion.
It's moist.
Oh, that's right.
Moist is the word of the day.
I so hate that word. And so when I run into something where I have to use that word now, I'm like, I will think of something else. Fishy, a little wet, maybe. But I never say.
Well, this morning, everybody started going off the rails this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But we had fun.
We had fun. Yeah.
Yep.
And it was easy because I'd been up since 5, so I was lacking so much sleep. I didn't know what was going on. I just, yeah, man. I mean, I was taken down by an 87-year-old woman. Jesus, that's sad.
Hadley's the last night tonight for 2 weeks. Hadley's famous.
Hadley, yeah, we're gonna miss you, darling.
He's going on a.
Just saying.
What's that?
Hadley's going off.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
Gonna miss you, Hadley.
Yeah, he was so much fun because he's trying to get 2 weeks worth into one day.
I know, and I just got this controller from him today, and I know nothing about it. And I think the longest I've been off the ground on the simulator is about 15 seconds. And I also somehow crashed into every single set of bleachers within 3 seconds. Like, I don't know.
So I
spend more time trying to figure out how I'm flying upside down than actually flying the right way.
Oh, and Russ.
Yeah.
Russ, I still have a ringing in my ear when you open the box.
Oh, yeah. I you know what? I actually meant to turn the sound down on that little scream a little bit, and I completely forgot about it in editing.
Oh my God. Let me just tell you, I'm on liftoff with my Tarantus. It's supposed to be really good to make you fly good. Well, it's not working for me that way. But I get like a little off the ground, and then I can get a little higher, like when I'm in the stadium and fly around a little bit. But I was on the streets of Paris with it. Got this side tumble. This side tumble.
See, I think something's wrong with how I have it set up, or I don't know, settings or something. Because when I get off, like when it starts the sim, I automatically lift off the ground and just keep going up. So I think that's something with like how I have one of the controller. So then I have to like turn it upside down and go straight down, dive back down towards the ground, and then get it sideways, and then I can fly around. So it's definitely a me and a settings thing more than anything. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, he said, did you calibrate the gimbals? Duh.
Nope. I will have to learn how to do that.
You go in settings and calibrate radio on the game. Yeah, I got to tell you, we don't need no stinking calibration. Russ and I don't need that. We're good just hitting stuff.
I letting go of my controller and the drone stays right where it's at.
So right now, Hadley, is that considered at rest? Is that considered at rest? I don't know what.
Throttle all the way down.
Yeah, I think so. But I'll have to get with him maybe and have him show me how to do all that stuff at some point in time.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried any of that FPV stuff, Robert?
No, I haven't. Hadley,
you will never learn.
My buddy I fly with, Val, he has the Google goggles or the DJI goggles.
Oh yeah.
And he let me fly with them. That was pretty cool.
Were they the big white ones?
The big ones, yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, 616 Drones has a pair. I think they're the big white DJI goggles. And he hadn't worn them yet when I first interviewed him. He showed them to me, and I'm hoping he's used them now.
Yeah.
Because you want to use the stuff you get. It makes it a lot funner, a lot more fun. So yeah, I invited Paul in, but I don't know where Paul is because he usually comes in the last half hour. But we'll see if he's anywhere around. Paul. I don't know what to think about it. He was like, I'm in. Now he's jumping over his furniture trying to get to his computer because he heard me say his name. Funner. That's right, Kim. It's a word. Funner. Funner.
Funner. And then if you want to go even more funner, it's funnerist. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Funner. So, I'm here. No invite. Yeah, I sent it through this. Okay. Hold on, Paul. Yeah, see, he had to jump over his QVC stuff, Robert. But Paul,
that's right. He was getting a little passionate this morning with his crock pot.
Oh my God, it's not under that one. Paul, it's always hard to find you. Paul. No, you're not there either. Paul, how come I can never find you?
Our dog's going nuts.
I always have fun trying to find Paul.
I'll try to see if I can find him for you, Val.
Can you find him?
I'm going to try.
Flippin' Paul. I can never find you.
And he's lost, and then we're not just talking about his email either. No.
Yeah,
just kidding.
You know what? Russ, if you send him the same thing I sent you.
Yep.
Oh, okay. You can do it, Russ?
Do you have his email right there, Roger?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, go ahead, send it, because I was just starting to look. So
okay.
I didn't even get up my email all the way.
Yeah. So Robert, you said you just do this for fun. You're not really looking.
I'm not out for money. No.
Yeah, I am. I'm out for all the money. So guys, remember when you're sending checks, $5 million.
Chump change, Val. Chump change.
Chump change. You know, I think I'm working on growing my channel. I'd like to see it, be able to do some different things. I think it'd be really cool. But it takes a lot of dedication. And that's the part I have to figure out if I have that kind of dedication or not.
Well, when I started watching you guys, I was at like 99. And now
that's right. I think I was
you were the 100, I think.
Yep.
For Russ. Yeah. And then I got my email from YouTube. Congratulations on making 100 subscribers.
Yeah. And you get to make your your custom URL now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't let me make it. It told me what mine was going to be.
Oh, really? You didn't
Yeah.
change it?
Could I change it?
You should.
How you doing?
Show me how to do that.
I can.
All right.
Let's see.
Because I've been trying to change my name from Robert Stanton to the Juneau County Droner, and it keeps going back to Robert Stanton. It won't save it.
I think you got to do it on your actual Google account.
Oh, okay. All right.
Were you going to show us, Russ? What are you
Did you want me to show you right now?
Don't have to do it right now.
No, you don't have to do it right now, Russ. I'm just.
I sent you
Actually,
thank you.
You know what? I can't because I can't do anything but use the studio beta now.
Oh, are you in the beta program now?
I can't get out of it from desktop. On my phone, I can go into the regular one. And on the desktop, it's like, no, it just says, oh, this is currently unavailable. Please use our studio beta for the new and improved. And I'm like, new and improved? That's like going from filet mignon to dog food is how I feel.
Half the crap doesn't work in beta.
Yeah.
So, what are the kind of videos that you consider putting on your channel, Robert?
What's that?
What are the videos that you getting ready to go up?
Well, we've got a developer over here that's taking a lot of the forest down over here, and they're burning off the trees and stuff like that. I wanted to get some video of that.
Metro, thank you so much. You're very sweet. Thank you.
Thank you, Metro, for the $10 super chat.
I appreciate it. I really do.
If Farmall was in here, I would copy his little thing that he does. But have you guys all been on Farmall Fanatics?
Yeah.
When he gets
when he does the shout outs.
Boom! $10 super chats. How that guy has a voice at the end of his streams, I do not know.
I don't know.
See, I'm trying to figure out what to do for everyone who sends super chats. You think you should do something special, but I don't know what to do. I'm trying to figure it out. Because there should be something. Like send them a pizza from Roger's Pizza Place.
Joe,
Huh?
don't tread on me. Did you just make another new channel? Because you're at 0 now. Don't tread on me, FPV.
What?
Don't tread on me, FPV. I think you just made a new channel.
As it used to be just Drone Tread on Me, wasn't it?
Yeah. Don't tread on me.
Well, that's what I'm worried about too. If I change my name, does it?
No.
It's not supposed to. No, you're supposed to
have a
your name, no problem. You got your videos and everything. But
Yeah.
Don't Tread on Me has no videos now. I'll think, hold on. I gotta check it again.
But in chat, it says, yeah, it's just Drone Tread on Me.
Yeah, it's no videos, no.
Really?
You guys are scaring him.
His regular channel's still there, though.
Okay. Paul, I sent it again.
I see his. I just went to his channel. And I see
Yeah,
the
I went to
videos.
his channel and
It says there's some new things in the works, waiting for my tax refund.
Oh, don't tread on me is right there. That's there for my new FPV endeavor. Very nice.
Cool.
Very nice.
Good luck.
Okay, so I'm gonna support it right away, your channel. There you go. I'm your first one, my friend. There you go.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on, Roger. Delete that because I need to make sure I'm it.
Give him a nod. Don't try to outdo me on my own channel.
Uh-oh.
Just saying, Roger.
What? What?
Roger so ignores me. It's like,
What?
Okay, I'm 2. I did the second one.
Okay.
Oh.
Roger, why you always leave me in the dust like this?
I was on Top Chat, so I didn't even see. I was like looking at his regular channel. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? I see 400.
Hey, Paul, I sent it to you again. Let's see if that one works. Paul. Poor Paul. You know, just he tries so hard to get in this chat.
I know what the problem is. He's got Teeny on one hand.
That's right.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All having problems?
Right back.
Roger, it didn't work. Need the. Okay. Val.
I'm doing it again.
Yeah, what are you doing?
But
Okay.
this time, Paul, you got to look at it. I sent it again.
Okay, send it to Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to click on that little white box that opens up. You got to click on that box, and you got to click on OK. And I don't know why you send it like that. Val, just send it by copy and paste. Tooks, it's done.
That's what he did. That's what I've been trying to do. Paul is difficult. Hey, Centroid, Mr. Doughboy. Yeah, where's Roxy? Is she with you right now?
Roxy.
Remember your dog?
I just brought her out. Came in.
There she
Oh,
is.
I was going to ask Mark how his stream went yesterday. I didn't get to
How'd it
watch.
go?
Did you watch it, Russ?
I did. I watched a good portion of it. They finished it, I think.
Oh,
I
they?
didn't get to catch the last few minutes of it. So
I didn't think they flew it, though.
no, they didn't fly it, but they finished the build, I think.
So you got to fly it. Right?
Yeah, I had my daughter's friend over, like I said last night. So it was time to make dinner and get the kids going and stuff. So I had to take off, but
Okay.
He said they did a test flight in the basement.
So, Paul, for some reason, when you say stupid stuff, Robert decides to copy you. And then he comes on the chat and he's saying stuff. I want to know what's going on here.
Well,
Great
Val, as they
minds
taught you,
think alike.
exactly. Great minds think alike.
The principal has spoken.
Because the first thing, Robert's only on the channel for like a day or two. And all of a sudden he's going, what's the special word? Was it moist?
Ding, 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 ding. Word of the day. Word of the day.
And I think Paul can be a bad influence.
what? Never.
Paul,
Paul, I had to get ready for the channel, by the way.
And this is the look of angelic.
Demonic? Oh, not demonic.
Angelic. That's what Val always tells me. What an angel that Paul is.
No volume. Can't hear you, Paul.
You can't hear me?
I can hear him.
I can hear him.
oh, what a blessing, Roger. See?
Not again.
Oh,
I've
So,
been
Paul.
having problems with the sound on this all night.
Paul, next time I mess up and the wife is getting after me, I'm going to be like, now Paul does this and he gets out of trouble. Is this going to work? And she's going to be like, what the heck are you doing with your hands?
That's right. That's right. Hey, Hadley, you still around or you gone?
Paul's muted, eh?
He muted his mic
Yeah,
now, yeah.
so
Oh, why are you muted?
Val, did you do
Okay,
that
he's back.
to me again?
No, I didn't. Don't be a devil. I'm looking at you right now. I'm Robert.
yes.
Send a drone after him.
What's that?
Send a drone after him.
Right, Robert wouldn't do that because great minds think alike.
Mike. The more you know,
Very nice.
the more you know.
So
Yeah.
you guys can hear Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, frick.
Now you're starting to sound like Lloyd there, Roger.
Yeah.
Roger.
Oh my God.
Oh, Roger.
Is that a rice cooker?
Don't ask.
Crossing
Pressure
off.
cooker.
Instapot.
Oh,
It's an Instapot.
Okay, I gotta say this, guys. So when I went on my stream today, and I'm so excited, because I wanted to hear about all of Robert's stuff on his walls and the military stuff and how he got into that. I'm just fascinated by people who do those things that that I just think are kind of brave to do, to go in and do. But I go on, and just to pop out the chat, I just posted and said, somebody you blocked is a moderator on here.
Hmm?
And I thought, what the hell? So I got out and I went back in. Again, there's nobody in the chat. Nobody. I just went on it that someone you blocked is a moderator on your chat, in this chat. Well, it's my chat. I had no idea what it meant. Hallie, did you say what the heck?
Huh?
No, I'm
1 and 3 are
Huh?
We hear Summer.
Oh yeah, she's yelling about she's playing Nintendo, yelling at it right now because it's like didn't save something.
Maybe she's yelling at you.
She should be.
Nice.
Yeah, she's like, well, you better get on there if you're gonna get on there because it's your last day to get on there. And I'm like, what? Are we gonna play video games? And she's like, you wanted to get on there, didn't you? And I'm like, guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty. Gotta get my last little fix.
I don't bring a lot of people on, but I decided to bring you on because it was your last day, and I thought Rod had some words for you to tell you to help you get through the next 2 weeks. Go ahead, Robert.
What's that?
Robert had some words to tell you to help you get through the next 2 weeks. Go ahead, Robert.
Take care, Justin. Have a good time.
I'm going to. We're going out of town. We're gonna go out of town next weekend. Summer used. I think we're going to San Diego. Oh. She's got a friend that has a B&B or something like that, a bed and breakfast, or it's like an Airbnb or something, a house that we can go stay in. There's nobody there. They're like, if you guys want to get away, there's nobody going to be there that weekend. I can give you the code. And I'm like,
is it on the beach?
I don't care. It's in another state. It's in another state. I can get out of here. It's close enough to the beach.
Absolutely.
Robert, still keep everything kind of towards Robert and make him tell us inspiring things. Go ahead, Robert.
Inspiring things?
Yeah, it's either that or it's teeny weeny.
Well, can I tell a story of when I was in the military?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well,
is it a scary story?
But kinda.
I'm excited.
Okay, I go into this briefing and there's the CIA, and they wanted people to join the CIA, and the CIA guy says, "Well, you got this guy, one of the guys there," and he goes, "We need you to follow orders. Just take orders. Don't deviate from any orders." He says, "Your wife's in the other room, tied to a chair. Take this gun and go shoot her." He goes, I can't do that. Can't do that. So he says, okay. So he gets another guy and he goes, "Now your wife's in the other room. Your wife is in the other room as well. Go in there and shoot her, and you can get the job." So this time he goes in and he comes back out and he says, "I just can't do it." And there was this one lady there, and he gives her the gun and says, "Your husband is tied up in the other room." And she goes in the other room and you hear bang, 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 bang. And then you hear crash, bang, boom. And everybody's wondering what the hell's going on in there. And she comes out and she goes, "You didn't tell me there were blanks in the gun. I had to beat him to death."
A damn blank would kill him. You're up on him, you know. Just a concussion alone can do it. It's crazy. Had to beat him to death.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
Teeny wanted to tell you something. Justin, I'm going to miss you on here, so you have a good time, and we'll see you when you get back.
I'm
No,
gonna
I
miss being
I
on here.
wasn't working.
My comments if there are any children on my stream. So luckily, Russ has that little thing across where you couldn't see Colin's eyes. So he was incognito. Weren't you, darling? Weren't you, baby? Were you
Oh
incognito,
yeah,
my darling?
he had to see his Val.
Yes. Hey. Hi, Colin.
So
Oh,
Hi,
there he is. He's
baby.
waving at you.
Hi, baby. As long as they don't get the scowl.
Yeah.
That scowl was scary.
right.
Pretty good at it.
Oh my god.
So with your transmitter, bud, I know you probably plugged it in and turned it in on trainer mode and went and played with it, right? Or did it work without trainer?
I did not have to put it on trainer mode. So,
Oh
but
wow, that's cool.
I'm gonna have to go through because I think there's some settings or something I would probably have to do correctly because like some of the switches I have to have in certain modes to get certain like accesses to work and all that stuff or whatever.
Oh, okay. So what you need to do is just go into the simulator, set all the switches so they're not it's not beeping at you when you first turn it on.
Okay.
And you set the gimbals dead center, not up and down, like you want them dead center of the axis that it can move.
Okay.
And you go into the settings on that on the sim, and you go to calibration, stick calibration, transmitter calibration, and make sure that it's reading that it's the I think it's an analog. It's considered an analog transmitter. So then you go into there and you make sure that you've got the axis is set up correctly. So your throttle is on the throttle, and you go through each number. And if you get it wrong, go back in after you go into the sim and it's not right. Go back and reset it and change it to which gimbal you want it to be on and everything, because it doesn't know, the game doesn't know what you're using because it's like a no name considered to the simulator. So like if you had something that plugged in with a USB cord where it plugged in to the transmitter, like a FR Sky Tyrannus or something, it would read it a lot better, but it would still have that issue. Like I had that issue for a long time when I first started playing with it. I was like, I don't know why, but it's just full throttle all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
You know? Yeah, no, don't do that. I never learned anything that way. So yeah, go in and just like after you get off of here, just go and calibrate the gimbals. It's like calibrating anything, digitally. It's really simple, really easy to walk through.
So
It'll
guys,
tell you what to do.
Go back to Robert now.
Yes.
Oh, I'm learning here, Val. I'm learning.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because if it's okay, I'll let them continue. But if not,
no, that's it. That's all I needed to tell him.
Yeah,
that's it. He's good now.
Your sunset video.
What's that? Oh, my sunset video. Yeah.
It's almost like if you look in the woods. Is this around your house?
Yeah.
You live in a beautiful area, Robert.
Well, thank you. We live on a dead-end road, gravel road. Everybody around us is seasonal. We're the only full-timers here.
Really?
So when nobody's here, it's just us. And it's nice, quiet. We live at the end of the runway of the base, so we get to watch the airplanes go by. Yeah, it's really nice.
So what is the season that they all come?
For the airplanes?
No, for the houses around you.
Oh, the houses, it's mostly during the summertime.
Okay.
We've got one couple that come like every other weekend. They have a place out here that they come every other weekend.
Oh, I bet it's gorgeous, Robert. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Right now it looks a little messy because everything's melting. Our driveway is mush. Our road is mush.
Yeah?
Yeah. And with us being the only people on the road, I take care of the road because it's a private road. It's like a quarter mile long and I have to take care of it. So.
Oh, wow. So what made you decide to come onto the Canadian Drone Hub? Because that's where I met you.
I was looking around at some drone videos, and I think I seen. Can't remember whose videos I seen. I'm thinking it was. I think it was Russ's. I think it was one of Russ's videos. And you know how on the side it shows different videos that you may like this. And I seen Canadian Drone Hub, and I started to watch it one morning when Roger was live. And I'm like, this is a hell of a community. And that's how I found it. Yeah.
Wow. Hadley, can I ask you the same question?
Huh? What was that?
How'd you find the Canadian Drone Hub? Because that's where I found you out.
Roger found me. Roger found me months before I came into the chat. It was when he was with the when it said Canadian Drone Network back in the day, and like I had encountered some people in like a live, and it wasn't just until like it was literally like 2 days prior. I went and it was Canadian Drone Network, and 2 days later it was Canadian Drone Hub, and him explaining what had happened, what he could explain online.
Right.
And that's when I came about. But he had tracked me down back in those days when he was out lurking, finding pilots.
I was a stalker. Yeah.
Yeah, he was out lurking. He was lurking, and George Cooper had been following me for months before I ever found Canadian Drone Hub, and that's what brought me in. That's about all I can remember of like what may have dragged me in there. But truthfully, what has drawn me to the whole situation is Kim and Roger and their story about still trying to succeed as a YouTubing group and trying to help everyone else succeed. That's what's drawn me to it. You can poke on me all the time and try to get me to come check your stuff out, but if I don't like your stuff and what you're offering, I'm not going to watch. No
Exactly.
offense.
Exactly.
No offense.
If it doesn't pertain to me, I'm not going to. And that's one thing I like about this community too, is you put it out there, say, hey, go out and subscribe. But if it's not anything you don't watch, don't subscribe to it.
No, and some people, they make great videos of other stuff. And when I run across them and I actually click on their video and I watch it, it might not be anything I would ever be interested in, but because of them, I'm now interested.
Right.
So that's the other thing that I like about the community, because we have a lot of different, there's a beer channel that I've been watching a lot lately. I don't drink often, like I still haven't been drinking, but just watching it, intrigues me because I've always wanted to know about brewing beer and stuff like that. So, it's one of those interests, and it was a connection from the hub. So that's why I like this place. That's what my attraction is to it. That's how I got here. And I'm sure, Robert, we're all fairly new to the group. The group's fairly new. Yeah. So we all kind of have the same draw, right? Don't you feel?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's... And have you been interviewed by Val?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Summer and I both were. My wife and I both were.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did see that.
I was 2 times.
Right.
2 times.
I just have to keep going digging.
Yeah. Yeah. I got too many layers. I'll be on here probably 10 times before she digs all the way down.
I've interviewed now everyone on this panel.
Awesome.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Paul, what drew you to the hub? Because you'll notice on my banner, I say member of the Canadian Drone Hub, because I watched when Roger, his first one he did. I've been with him ever since. Well, I was with him when he did the fidget spinner. Kim made me go watch it. He was my best friend. But what drew you, Paul?
Well, I don't have any wonderful story to tell. It's just that I was kind of drifting around. I have like 970 videos on my channel, and I don't promote anything other than the fact that it's based around ships and water and activities here. And I stumbled onto Canadian Drone Hub and was attracted to it, just like Robert says. This is a real community, Canadian Drone Hub, and Val's like, you're an extension of that. It's a community. they immediately embrace you if you're upfront and honest, like family.
Yeah.
And Roger,
honesty goes a long way, man.
Yeah,
Honesty
you're
goes
supposed
so
to
far.
the simple rules
It does.
right up front.
Yep.
No
And
cursing, no politics.
Roger laughs because I call him the Godfather, but he is the epitome of this wonderful feeling that we all have and the happiness we have to come here and support Roger and Kim and Roxy and Val and everybody on the panel, all of the rest of everybody else. It's just it's kind of
can you turn that down somewhere?
I wouldn't say it's addicting. It's not addicting like our drone addiction, but it is. It just warms your heart, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And the first time I came on, I felt very welcome. Felt very welcome.
So droning about Northwest, I'm going to ask you the same thing.
Here, let me take my mic. Okay. Yeah, I got to unmute my mic. My child was screaming at Justin when he was talking for some reason. He was just screaming at him. And trying to like grab every single thing within hand's reach to throw. And yeah,
it's like that guy's gonna take my dad away. He's making him get on the thing, playing a simulator.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he didn't send me one too.
You're enabling his addiction.
But I actually met Roger watching Ken Herron's channel way back. I would say a year ago now. Yeah, there he is. See, he sees you, Justin. He's screaming again.
Dang,
but
hard.
And I think I don't know how long into his doing your live shows that you were doing in the mornings, Roger. I don't know how long you were into that when I met you. I don't think you were doing them for very long. It was last March or so. I think you only started in February or something last year, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you were on like maybe your 10th or 12th show or something because you were only doing 2 a week at the time, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Tony and Marcia started doing them 7 days a week. Made 1 year on the 4th. I was doing 7 days a week.
I've been having so much fun. I couldn't tell you when I came about. I have no clue. Not a clue. I know it hasn't been a year, but I can't remember when I first popped in because I've had so much fun. It's just flown by. I mean, seriously, it's been fun.
Here for a year with Roger.
If you're having fun, if you're having fun and ain't nobody getting hurt, what's the issue? You know, it's a good time.
Like, was it Mr. Doughboy 356 says? I don't even own a drone, and you guys haven't shunned me. Well, it's not being about.
It's not even a drone thing, man.
This is a community thing.
Yeah,
it's not all about. I mean, a lot of us have drones, but there's quite a few of us that don't have drones.
We have gamers. We have gamers here.
I game a lot. And
Trains.
I met a couple of guys on here that game. Yeah,
fishermen.
We have people that. Yeah, we have outdoorsmen of all types.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All different types of outdoorsmen. You want to find something that they're specific, they're going to be in the group. I'm serious.
Yeah,
like somebody can help you with prepping. I mean, like all kinds of stuff.
Like even Yeti hunting, right?
I don't know about that one.
And then
ask Ken.
And I'm sure there's somebody out there.
And there's tons of drones.
Before we're done with you, Mr. Doughboy, you will own a drone, though.
Yeah, if you keep hanging out with us, it'll just happen. It's not unfortunate. It's just costly.
And you know, there might be somebody out there that could tell us how to keep things moist.
So help me! I am marking your name down. Where's my book? The only
a little bit of water.
Oh.
Something about jiggling water, right? And the word moist just doesn't do it for anybody.
Hey, Val, what was that word again?
Drone Effects even says airplane pilots are here too. That's true too, yeah.
Yes, yeah, we have actual pilots that come on here. Yes, and they fly drones, fixed wing, everything.
It took me. I had to get my taxes back to be able to go get my drone, and that was about 2 years ago, I think. I've had this for a while. Maybe.
Where do you live? Where do you live, Mr. Drone Boy? Mr. Drone Boy 356.
It's Mr. Doughboy.
Mr. Doughboy.
Mr. Doughboy. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you never know. There's a lot of pay it forward in this group.
Pilot, yeah.
You never know. There's a lot of pay it forward people out there.
There is.
There are.
Yep.
And there's a lot of things that people do with drones. I mean, it's not just,
yeah. Everybody's got their own interest.
Agricultural. There's a guy that I know around here that does to see how well the agriculture is doing around here.
Survey.
Yeah, they do surveying, and it's just amazing at what they can do with the drone.
And with a thermal camera, you can tell the health of the crops.
Yeah, he can check what parts of his fields are getting more water
Dry.
just by showing on his drone.
That's right, Kendra. And I'm going to say, Kendra said, all walks of life here, all professions, and some with no professions. The one thing we seem to have in common is politeness and respect.
Exactly.
There you go, Ken Drums.
And people don't say things like that, right?
No.
Yeah, because
that's the general purpose thing for everybody. The census and that's the vibe in the room, or however you want to explain that. You know,
Mr. Doughboy is in Maine.
Maine?
Yeah,
he's in the United States.
Nice. You are really close to Roger in Maine, aren't you? You're in Quebec.
Well, we have somebody else in Maine. Who is that? Kev FPV? Right? Isn't he in Maine? Isn't he up there at Moose Lake or something like that? Kev FPV?
Yeah. No, he's in Michigan.
Michigan. My bad. That's totally far away. Whoop. Same M name though.
Where I live. You know,
sorry, Kev. If you see this, I'm sorry.
Work on getting yourself one. And Centroid said, if not for Canadian Drone Hub, I would not be traveling down the shady path to the dark side. Don't blame that on us. I don't want you coming after us. Not us.
Drone Effects Claude says my drone has 160 miles an hour, 7,500 feet. Well, he flies a plane.
He flies a real plane.
Yeah,
real plane.
I'm like, he's one of our real pilots that hangs out in here. I'm like, hey now. It's pretty good speed, 7,500 feet.
Mr. Doughboy says he's in the mountains in Maine.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Centroid said not blaming, thanking. You'll sound like blaming to me. Your wife's gonna call me. What the hell? It's all Roger's fault. We're all blaming Roger.
Well, you know, the thing of it is Mark's always talking, but he never seems to be able to get his wife on there because he's afraid she's going to spill the beans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that that's true.
Oh,
You seems pretty straightforward.
Oh, wait a minute, Val. Tell everybody how you were trying to get Summer on here for a long time, and the expression, the first time you brought it up, and Justin goes, "My wife? You want to talk to my wife?"
I know. I'm like, I didn't expect that. I know. I didn't expect that. Okay. If she says yes, it's all good. Like, shocking though. Most people don't ask to talk to your wife.
And Summer is a treasure too.
yeah, she's sweet.
She's like, what? I'm trying to play a game. Why is my name being brought up?
That's right, Summer. I got you.
Oh, she loves her Nintendo. She's playing
Get out of there!
Super Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah, I heard the music earlier.
Oh yeah,
She's
There's now a dog in the room.
Mr. Doughboy only lives an hour away from the Quebec border. That's
I
right.
know.
that's close. Yeah, that's a lot closer than I am. Jeez. According to Google Maps, I have a 3.5 day drive to get to you. Well, I'm all the way in the bottom corner of the United States, you know, by the Mexico border.
Let's put it this way, Justin. You're taking a 2-week vacation, so 3.5.
Yeah.
It's true. That's true.
My God.
Very true.
Justin, you said you're in Arizona, right?
Yeah. Tucson, near Tucson.
Oh, Tucson. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, now, make us feel bad, Justin. What was the temperature there today?
I was sweating in my truck when we went to go get dinner. Like we went and got some food earlier, and I had to come home and cook. But I had to have the windows. It was 80, according to my truck, it was 82. And it's sunny out. Like I didn't fly today or anything, but because we had all the grooming stuff to do today. But
okay, really quick, Charles Douglas, thanks for coming in. I'm sorry I didn't give you a mod. I'm subscribed to your channel, so I should have. So you do have one now. So you have a really nice night, and hope to see you again, Charles.
Charles, if you type "buy" right now, you can see that you have gotten the blue ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got one now.
Yep. I made sure he had one.
So, Robert, have you been thinking about doing any acro flying or anything?
I've been thinking about it. I mean, since I got on this channel, you guys have really like opened my mind up to this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you with your expertise of what you've done in your life, building a drone, I can tell you this right now. It's going to be like that sense of calm when you get done building. You know, when you see something fly after you worked on it for so many days, you won't. After you get it down, you'll build one in a day and go out and fly it, and you'll have that same exact feeling you had when you first did it the first time. Yeah. So be cautious, because you know how addicting that is. You spent 26 years doing crew chief, so.
And I've been watching Mark doing the simulator.
Oh yeah,
because I've got the controller.
Yeah, I remember you asked that. Yeah, for doing a wing.
I'm wondering if that'll work with it.
It'll work just fine. It will work just fine. Yep, you will be perfect. All you have to do is get the sim on there, and you're set.
Cool.
Just make sure you calibrate the gimbal, because otherwise you have to turn
calibration.
Back down.
Because the one I got, you can use it for helicopters or for real flying.
Yep.
It's got
and helicopter control is the same.
Yeah.
Helicopter control on the gimbals is the same. Okay. Yeah, unless it's a 3D, but we won't get into that.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the different things for the 3D flights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's something to look into. It's $20 for the sim, and it'd be good. Be something to try. I encourage everybody to try it, and you are set. You don't have to spend any money on a transmitter. You've got a computer, obviously, you're talking to us on, and like if it's an older computer, not super fast, make sure you change the resolution to real small. It'll be a real small screen on your monitor, but it'll run fast. So that's another thing, like the refresh rate or whatever. You kick that up to like 100, and then you reduce it down to like 640 by 480. And it'll run fast on even a crappy computer.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm not going to be on here for a couple of weeks. I'm trying to help everybody before I take off.
Help in that we need. Go ahead.
I know.
Hey, Artco, how you doing? Phantom Hodges, how you doing? Charles Douglas? Centroid. Sims are fun. $20 and
Right, Centroid.
Yeah. So, and Robert, if you get the sim, then we can learn at the same time.
Hey, remember, guys, the sim is not social media; it's a game.
Oh,
it's related to drones. I'm trying to throw this out there. Like, I've got everything set up. I made sure it's all on this laptop. I had to transfer the code from my computer that I don't have to this one. It was a nightmare, but I got it done today. So
are you saying Summer's going to let you play on the sim during the 2 weeks?
Yes. Yes.
Can you talk on it? Can you talk?
Yes, I can. You got headset, everything. You can chat with people. Yeah, you plug your headset into your computer. You're good to go. You got the.
Are you?
I'm not gonna say anything over here, but I'll email you guys on how I'll communicate with you. I don't want to publicize how we'll communicate, like vocally, while we're playing the sim. But it's really, really simple. It's not Google Hangouts. It's something a lot less boggy on your computer.
Okay. Let us know. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I want to encourage everybody.
I only crash on this.
You got like the best transmitter you can get for simming right there.
And I crash.
It should be good. Small inputs, remember?
Yeah.
And what sim is that, Justin?
Velocidrone.
Velocidrone, okay.
It's a Team Black Sheep's website.
Yeah, I've already looked at the website. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I think it's in euros or something like that. Or pounds or something.
Yeah,
20
so when it
pounds.
says it's $15.99, it's I just bought it today. It's $21.80 US dollars.
Yeah.
How much?
Like just under $22.
Okay.
US.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
$10 tonight. So
there you go. There you go. And it is more realistic. It might actually help you, Val. And then another thing, if your computer's not fast, like I was saying, you change the resolution and the settings on the game down to 640 by 480. And then go up from there and go into the game, see if it's still running fast. Like if it slows down where it's kind of like you feel like it's just real floaty, the resolution's too high. So bring it down from there. And that's like a lot of people don't have a good video card and like an i7 Gen 5 or something processor in their computer and 16 or 32 gigs of RAM. So without that, you got to reduce stuff.
Okay, Arco, I'll get a hold of you. Go on my about page on my channel and send me. I'll have my my email and send me something so we can talk and get it going. Because I'd be happy to interview you, Arco. Absolutely.
Yeah, I watched Arco's video today. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
His fishing video.
He does nice. He does a couple different things, so it's really cool.
Hey, Phantom.
I have a couple different guys on Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern. I am going to be interviewing Novice Quads, and he has an excellent channel, and he's doing live streams on Sundays at 5 Eastern. So I'm hoping you guys are going to be able to come in and be part of that with me, so we can do that interview. And then Sunday, I don't think I have anyone scheduled yet, so I will be working on my lineup. I have a couple people in the hopper, as they say. Do they say that anymore? That is not the
If they don't, you can bring it back.
Oh, Metro Drones, thank you. And thank you for the super chat. It's very sweet of you. Thank you.
Take care, Metro Drones.
I'm bringing it.
Yeah, take care.
So Roger, I hate to bail on Justin because I feel like I'm getting off really early for him when it's his last night. But there's
okay, Val. No, we're good. If you need to go do something, it's fine.
I do. Let me ask this. Is anybody going on live right now?
I'm not. I gotta go to bed early. I gotta get to 3 a.m.
Okay. Russ?
Nope. I got dinner to feed the kids. Well, I shouldn't say that before my wife comes and smacks me upside the head. My wife has made dinner, and I'm going to eat dinner with the kids and her. And then I think we're doing some more cleaning stuff still or whatever.
Are you okay? So guys,
it's okay. It's all good, Val.
Somebody may come on. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just appreciate you guys. There were so many channels we could have got on tonight. I mean, we have some great channels on Sunday nights. We have those guys that come on at 5, Lusa that comes on at 7, and Cat 7 was on. We have wonderful channels. I appreciate you coming and joining me for this interview with Robert, one of our newer members to the Canadian Drone Hub. But it's like he's been here forever, right? That's how it feels. So.
What? Hey, Val.
Paul, you going live?
No. But here, I wanted to make a point to Val. The entire time I've been on here, you have not asked anybody to hit the like button, and they're all leaving.
Yeah. I can't ask him to hit my like.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Roger does it for himself.
It's that like button, everybody.
Yeah, before you leave.
Please. Make sure it's lit up in blue with the thumbs up, and that's all we're looking for.
Yeah.
And hey, Momo.
Is Momo back?
Yep.
Hey, Momo. So, yeah, Tuesday nights is now 7 p.m. Now they don't have to worry about bumping into people. So, guys, thank you for choosing to come here and be with all of us. You know, we had Robert. Robert, thank you so much for letting me.
Thank you, Val. I had fun. And the bottle is still half full, so
There you go.
I think you're filling it with water, my friend. Russ, thank you for coming and helping me with the interview.
Hey, no problem. No problem at all. Sorry, my truck was screaming at you there, Justin.
That's okay.
I don't know what it was.
It's all good. It's okay. No, that's actually pretty normal. Most kids are like, even Summer's always amazed by, like, we go over to somebody's house, we never met their kids before, and they're like, "Who's he?" Like, they don't care about Summer for that moment. As soon as they encountered me, and then it's all Summer the rest of the time. But hey, like that first, they're like, "Who's that guy?"
Hey, Robert, great job tonight, Robert. Great mind.
Thank you.
Great job.
And thank you for your service, Robert. Absolutely. Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Hold on a minute. Ice cycling thing on live is always a fun time. The drum shop wanted us to know. But anyway, Paul, thank you for trying to be angelic and not trying to have an affair with your crock pot. We appreciate that. Hadley, we're going to miss you, my friend, but hopefully we'll meet on
You'll see me in a couple weeks. Come on now. It's just consider me on vacation. Because that's what I'm doing.
Let me know next time on Sunday if you want to. Please.
Yeah.
Be with you.
And you never know. I might come back and say, hey, I got my 107.
There you go.
You never know. You never know.
We never know. It will be. It will be.
I'm not working, so I'm just going to be tagging it out.
Yeah. Hi, just looking. So, Roger, thank you. Hey, Chocolate Mint, thank you for moderating for me like that, because it's hard to follow the new guys or guys I'm not sure of who come in, and it's nice to have you be able to check out those channels for me. Thank you. He's so sweet. So, guys, I love you. You know it. And we will see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. on
Uncle Roger Blizzard.
And just one thing tomorrow, Val.
Yes.
I'll be working tomorrow, but I'm going to try and stream from work tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Don't get caught.
Robert,
I'll be on my break. So
Robert, just remember the word for the day will be the same.
Awesome.
And that word is
awesome.
Awesome.
No.
Awesome.
Robert called it. He's the one who makes the word of the day, Paul, not me.
Val likes moist better, but
no, because I just had a moist diaper thrown at me this morning, and if I didn't like it would have hit because I had to go backward as it flew over my head.
I watched a video today of a guy.
Oh,
he had his kid. He put a brownie in a diaper and had his kid eating the brownie out of the diaper, and walk in to see his mom, and she goes nuts. What are you doing eating poop? Oh my God, what are you doing?
Oh, I love it.
So Russ, something to prank your wife with.
Brown.
Don't repeat it, Russ, if you want to be able to pull it off.
My wife, when
she's watching you. I think she's in here watching, right?
She might be, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, guys. I love you all. I'm signing out. Hey, you
Take
guys.
care.
Beautiful.